happened to men pursuing girls? When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore or put in any effort? It seems like guys can just put the bare minimum and not even really put in effort anymore. They don't really care to. Or they're like, why don't girls just go and make the first move and make the effort? When did it become a thing? Now it's like role reversal where they expect girls to be making the first moves, yearning for a guy and chasing him. That is, I feel like, the downfall of why it's so hard to meet someone, because men don't put in effort.
I mean, guys, women are responsible for this. Women are responsible for their own problems because they're creating and manifesting it themselves. Most men are now ignoring women and they are to blame. They told men, we don't want you, we don't need you, we'd rather the beer. But now they don't want to go and hang out with Yogi and Boo Boo. And it's only going to continue getting worse from here because come 2030, 45% of all women between the ages of 25 and 44 will be childless and single. We can see where the economy is headed right now, and it's not heading in a very good place. Many jobs over the coming years, when I say coming years, I don't mean decade, I mean in the coming 5 years, next 5 years, will be replaced entirely by AI, disrupting the global economy and the lives of many women who are already struggling to survive. Today's video comes from Manhood. His channel will be linked in the description of the video so that you can go check him out and support him. Watch to the end of the video to fully understand the implications of men now ignoring women in society and how that's going to affect them going forward. Don't forget to follow us on Rumble. Everything is literally blowing up on Rumble. We are talking. I'm able to express myself freely. I'm posting late night exclusive videos over there. It is insane over on Rumble, and we don't have to put up with the type of censorship that we are dealing with here. We're also doing longer live streams over there, so you're getting 30 minutes here and then four and up to like 4 or 5 hours on Rumble. So definitely go and follow us on Rumble. It's linked in the description of the video. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the video after a message from Angry's Crypto Academy. Guys, I just mentioned it. The economy is horrible. The financial system is on the brink. ATMs are freezing, are going to freeze up, and banks are going to chain up those doors. Your assets are at serious risk. Discover how to protect your wealth with cryptocurrency. And at Angry's Crypto Academy, you'll master the skills to buy, sell, trade, and invest in the most secure coins. Plus, uncover 4 coins that virtually no one is talking about. Poised to create new millionaires in the upcoming bull run. Click the link in the video description below to find out what these cryptos are and how to join the academy. And now let's go ahead and jump right into the video.
How about when a woman called a man weak for opening her car door? Or the time that men pursued women on dating apps and him saying, hey, how are you, wasn't good enough? How about the pivotal moment when a man is looking out into the open and happens to glance in a woman's direction and somehow he's undressing her with his eyes?
The reason that young men don't make the first move anymore is that women have made the consequences of them doing that far too risky. The legal consequences, sometimes criminal consequences for approaching a woman who either doesn't want to be approached or had just baited some poor guy for fun, are extreme. It's not that young men don't want female attention, they do. It's that the price you've set for yourself is way too high. You're just not worth it.
How about the moment when women considered everything the bare minimum and nothing is ever good enough? Or what about the pivotal moment where men have to fix everything in a relationship to make it work and women have to simply exist? Or how about the time there was a study done that said 80% of women find men unattractive, so why would they try anymore? Or the pivotal moment where men can be accused of SA or grape at any given moment by accident just because a woman is pissed off because she was rejected? Or what about the pivotal moment that women have constantly told men that they're so undesirable that they would rather pick a bear over a human being, as if men don't have feelings? Or how about the pivotal moment that every single man that ever chased a woman was considered a simp and women simply didn't respect them or want to be with them because they're chasing and they're trying too hard? What about the pivotal moment when the nice guy gets left because he's not toxic enough? Or what about the pivotal moment where men can't even simply be respectful without it being considered creepy or too friendly?
The pivotal moment is when women started saying, I don't need no man. Now they don't have any. They did this to themselves. That's a pivotal fact.
Or what about the time that women decided that not even Cheesecake Factory was good enough for a first date?
You know, something that I'm noticing, guys, We talk about how bad things are getting. We talk about the bad economy. I was shocked when I saw something this morning. I picked up my phone and I get my notifications of different payments. I have, my Netflix account, my YouTube premium account linked to my card, to my credit card. So I pick it up, and YouTube. I pay $14 a month for YouTube Premium. That's definitely going up 100%. That's definitely going up very very soon. It's $14 now. I guarantee it'll be up to like 15 or 16 at some point. But I'm looking at Netflix, and I have the highest, the tier where you can stream 4K, right? And I had made a poll last year saying that eventually, that within the next 10 years, Netflix would, cost $30. Netflix's subscription would cost $30. And you know what's interesting? Some people responded, $30, you mean 50? There was literally those responses. Are you crazy? 30? 30 angry? You mean 50? Netflix keeps on raising their prices. So they basically send you a notification like, to continue providing you with this type of service, we're going to have to increase our prices. Well, I'm looking at my Netflix bill this morning, and how much did it cost? It was over $27. I crap you not. My Netflix bill was over $27. 27. So now Netflix costs, if you want what was originally, I believe the normal Netflix plan, because years ago you didn't have to spend this kind of money when it first came out. So to stream in like 1080p or 4K, you need, I think it's 4K, just even 1080p. I think it's just even 1080p now. To stream in just even 1080p, it's like what, $27 a month? 27. Like, are you? And I don't even use Netflix that often. Like, I'm not on there, I'm not watching it actively. I'm in literal shock. And for it to be at $27 now, $30 is coming hands down. Like, it's coming soon, especially like when the economy crashes and people start canceling. What is Netflix going to do? They're going to lower their prices? No, that would result in their stock prices going down. So they're going to have to make up that somewhere. So they're going to raise the prices on their existing audience. That's how these companies operate. That's what McDonald's does. That's what all of these other companies do. They're like, well, we're going to just squeeze out the people who can't afford this anymore. Right? I mean, look at what's happening where we were told that, cable is going to, this is going to, cord cutting is going to make everything cheaper. Now you need like multiple different plans to watch all of your favorite shows. Like, this is insane. Guys, think about this. Modern women are not going to be able to play in this new realm. Most women have been living off men for decades now. Living off men using, because of sim culture, going on dates where the men are buying them free food and basically, subsidizing their living. They keep a bunch of guys in their contacts. Different guys serve different purposes. When they want something, when they want food, cigarettes, to have, their phone bill paid, their rent paid, they'll find a different guy to use. This is a sick practice, and you kind of look at it like, these people are insane. How can you take advantage of someone and think that this is okay and no one corrects them? And then women are like, why is it that men don't want to chase us anymore? Let me tell you something very interesting about chasing women. Biblically, men are not supposed to chase women. I saw this clip from Morgan Freeman where he basically said he knows the secret to getting women.
Don't chase women.
Really?
They'll chase you.
Is that your strategy?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Works very well.
What is the technique of letting them chase you? How do you make yourself known as potentially available?
Just do it. You meet a lady, you express to her how wonderful she looks or how you respond to the way she looks or whatever it is, and then go on about the business.
You see, that's old school swag right there. That's old school swag right there. You are not supposed to chase women. Okay? If a woman is not chasing you, she's not into you. If a woman is not simping for you, she does not desire you. She has to feel like you are her best choice. And you have to understand that the only thing a woman is ever going to be loyal to are her emotions. It is from the streets that they came, it is to the streets that they shall return. Every relationship has, this was something that the guy who created the mystery, that was a PUA book from like the early 2000s, came up with. He basically said that relationships have three stages, beginning, middle, end. All right. And that's how it is with women, including when it comes down to marriage. Nothing lasts forever. A man should always be planning ahead, his next step, his next stage. He should never see anything as stable with a woman. This is the reason why you have men who are in their 60s and 70s that have been married for 30, 40, sometimes 50 years. And then suddenly the woman starts acting up and wants a divorce. And the man is caught like completely blindsided. And then when they end up at this point in their life, they come looking for Uncle Angry, and they're talking about Uncle Angry, Uncle Angry, Angry Sama. Let me make this clear: Angry Sama is about respect. It's about respect, and so is Uncle Angry. But the thing is, when you're 70, these men who are coming to me at 70 years old, saying angry Uncle Angry, because angry Sam is normal. But these men coming to me at 70 years old saying angry Uncle Angry, they're saying Uncle Angry because they're a bunch of idiots. They threw their entire lives away. All right. And now they're looking for advice from someone who's almost like for someone who is wiser than them. I was gonna say someone older and wiser, but someone who's wiser than them, because they did not listen. They effed around and found out. This is why I keep telling you guys, avoid dating, avoid relationships, instead focus on getting your money. The financial system is completely on the brink. You're going to see the ATMs freeze. The banks are going to chain the doors. You're not going to be able to go into the banks and get your money. Your assets are at serious risk. So discover how to protect your wealth with cryptocurrency. And at Angry's Crypto Academy, you'll master the skills to buy, sell, trade, and invest in the most secure coins. Plus, you'll uncover 4 coins that virtually no one is talking about, poised to create new millionaires in the upcoming bull run. You can click the link in the video description below to find out what these cryptos are and join the academy. But I mean, guys, you have to take action now. All right, because you have these women on social media who are crying their eyes out, panicking because they are broke and they don't know what they're going to do. It's like, sweetie, you put yourself in this situation. All right, you and your BS, and now you're going to basically have to deal with the consequences of your decisions. I'm not crying for these women. I'm being 100%. I am not crying for them. They made terrible decisions in their lives, and now they have to deal with the consequences of those terrible decisions, and they don't want to, but they are going to have to. I'll tell you that right now. Oh my gosh.
They didn't want to get to know men for who they are. They wanted to know how much money they made and their status. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound worth chasing. Okay, bye.
99.9% of the time, a woman does absolutely nothing before there's contact with a man. She sits there and assumes it's his responsibility to approach her, but she has the nerve to complain about men not putting in effort or doing the bare minimum.
You know what I just realized about relationships? A guy starts off by putting 100% in the beginning of a relationship. And over time, that will slowly go down from like 100 to 95 to 90 to 80 to 85. And then you notice, and you only notice when it goes down to like 75 or 80%, and then you say something. And then when you say something, he puts back 5% effort and you're content. You're like, okay, he put in some effort, but it never goes back up to 100 or 90 or 95. It just goes from like that 75 to 80. And then it goes back down again to like 70, and then it goes down to 60. Long story short, it'll just go back down to 10% when it started at 100. I'm not saying all men do this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as a woman, I feel like we invest more time and put in more effort as the relationship goes on because it becomes more and more serious. Moral of the story, if you're dating a guy and he starts off at 100% effort and you're noticing over time it's slowly going down, I just think that you deserve better.
Do you see, guys? Chris Rock said this: women cannot go backwards; they can only go forward. All right. This is why a woman can never go back to living in an apartment after she lived in a house. She cannot go back to living in a 3-bedroom house. She cannot go back to living in a 3-bedroom house after she lived in a mansion. All right. She can't. She cannot. She just can't do it. So what ends up happening is a lot of women will end up in situations of poverty and destitution and say that they are refusing to compromise. They would rather live in a sewer than compromise and live with a man who could only give them an apartment. This is their mindset. I was this many years old when I finally realized we are dealing with people who are functionally insane at best. Like, they will put their well-being and their existence at risk completely because of vanity and believing that they always deserve more. It's like, bro, it's like, Felicia, you are homeless, living in a sewer, and you are crying your eyes out saying that you refuse to compromise and go shack up with some broke boy, some plan C guy who only makes his little 65 to $75,000 a year because you date millionaires. You've dated millionaires, and that's what you deserve. And we don't understand that you've flown around the world and all the different countries you've seen. And it's like, bro, you're basically, you're a bum right now. Like, not being disrespectful, but you're living in squalor. You're not doing very well. And you're making these comments like you think you deserve the entire world, and then you're bringing God into it, saying that God knows and everything, and He knows what you deserve, and He's going to bring you the 666 guy. And it's like, dude, we don't even know if you're going to make it another year the way things are looking. Like, things are not looking good for you. And they're like, I don't care. And they'll have tears in their eyes in their own arrogance saying this. I've told you plenty of times, a woman is not designed to live without a husband. Women are not designed to live without husbands. They're not designed to live without men. And there are those of you that'll say things like, oh, I know women who are doing it. Do they have children that are helping them? Okay. See, there you go. How are they actually living? How are they actually surviving? Guys, you don't realize how broke a lot of boomer women are right now. A lot of boomer women who got divorced, they thought they were better than their husbands. They are broke right now, and they're just very frivolous in the way that they're spending and living. A lot of them can't even afford to buy food, right? And it's crazy how bad a lot of boomer women are living right now. A lot of them, young millennial women, they don't have money. They've been living off the dating economy, and they keep spreadsheets and all kinds of stuff tracking the different men that they date. Essentially, it's the equivalent of anyone else doing it. If men were doing it, it would be called STALKING, but because a woman does it, it's cute. It's no, they investigating these men and all kinds of stuff before they even go out on dates with them. Like, who does something like that? The way that women are behaving and living right now, it should not shock anyone. When men decide that they're walking away and they don't want to have relationships, we are living in insane times, and it's only getting worse. And M2 never truly ended. It's still raging. The only difference is that most men have learned their lessons and they're walking away from relationships, dating, and interactions. But women are still trying to look for any way possible to take advantage of most men because they're brokies.
So according to this woman, men start out giving 100%, and that dwindles to 60 to 70% until she nags him. It bumps up for a bit, then drops off again. So, she concludes women give more in a relationship over time. Right. That's why I hear men complain they aren't getting any bedroom fun anymore. Their woman now weighs 200 pounds, and the men are constantly running around, jumping every time she says jump, trying to please her to no avail, because women give so much more. Right. Tell me another fairy tale.
Stop approaching women when they're alone.
No, men are weird. Stop talking to women you don't know.
Oh, single men. Why are you don't pursue anymore? What's up?
No.
I hate when men approach women.
So should a guy ever approach a girl in public?
I don't think so, no.
This year, I decided I'm going to go the full year without using any dating apps. However, I still want to meet people. So tonight, it's Friday, I'm going to go out by myself.
Just passing a beer garden that was full of people with their friends. It's okay. I don't know what I thought. I genuinely thought that I was gonna meet people. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna keep trying. But that was really hard.
Is it too direct for a stranger to come off the street or in a restaurant to say, oh, I think you're really interesting and get your number there? Is that?
Of course, because I had this type of situations. It's weird. Because do not approach a woman who did not inspire that.
This question is for the guys. So, why don't men approach women anymore?
So what's inappropriate? You got your game. You got a game. Watching your son play. Is that inappropriate?
If you're not interested, it's always inappropriate. So the thing is, it's true. If you're into somebody, it'll be the greatest thing you've ever heard. If it's a guy you have no interest in, you'll be like, get away from me.
Do you see this? So basically, a guy does not know if a woman will or won't be interested in him until he approaches her. So if she's interested in him, then the approach was welcomed. If she's not interested in him, then the approach was unwelcome. He's considered a creep, and he can basically face serious social repercussions. And it's amazing how women cannot comprehend. Yeah, you're sending men mixed singles, and you're basically saying that, we're going to destroy you if you approach us and we don't like you. But if we like you, then you should know that, and we'll probably be giving you signs. And here's the thing about women. A woman can give you signs of interest that she wants you to approach her, like she's looking at you and giving you what they call IOIs, like indicators of interest. But she can then quickly decide suddenly that she no longer likes you, no longer wants to have anything to do with you. Like once you start talking to her, like she can just she doesn't like the sound of your voice. You say something that she doesn't like, and she just loses interest in you suddenly. Like you walk up to her and tell her that she's very beautiful and that you'd like to go out on a date with her, take her on a date. And now she loses instant interest in you because it was too easy. Right? And then she'll turn around and go to social media and say, guys, just because a woman is looking in your direction, it does not mean, or she smiles at you, it doesn't mean that she's interested in you, because they don't want to take accountability for the fact that they invited you over, they glanced at you, they were showing you interest, and they wanted you to come over, but then suddenly they lost interest in you. And instead of admitting that, hey, I'm no longer interested in this guy, I'm going to, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and gaslight it and basically try to make it look like the guy is the villain. The guy is the villain who should have known better, the entire time. Men need to understand that, we're not inviting them to come and talk to us, blah, blah, blah. This is how they think. This is how they honestly think, and it's not going to get any better, guys. It really isn't going to get any better, because men are sick of it. Men are sick of the nonsense. Men are sick of the games. Men are sick of the gaslighting. And men are increasingly walking away from dating, relationships, and society, and choosing to focus on getting their money and getting right with God, which is what every single one of you should be doing. You should be focusing on God and money, God and crypto, okay? Because this is a bad economy, guys, and many of you are not going to be able to survive it. Many of you are going to find yourselves in Tyrone 10 City, but thankfully, crypto is the answer to help you. God and crypto are the answers to help you to weather the storm and thrive while others are struggling to survive. If you think you've missed the boat on Bitcoin, think again. The crypto world is exploding with new opportunities. And while Bitcoin has already made its millionaires, there's still a chance for you to get in early on the next big wave. I've put together an exclusive guide on 4 altcoins that could change the game and change your financial future. These aren't just hype coins. These are real projects with groundbreaking technology and massive upside potential. This is your chance to get in before they hit the mainstream. But listen, crypto isn't just about getting rich, it's about freedom. Freedom from traditional banks, freedom from government-controlled money, and freedom to take back control of your life. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy. When you join the academy, you'll learn everything you need to know about cryptocurrency, how to buy, sell, and trade the right way, how to spot the coins that can truly take off, and how to use crypto to achieve real economic freedom. And here's the best part. When you subscribe, you'll get a free copy of my crypto blueprint. This is packed with valuable tips and strategies to help you get started, and it's yours just for joining. The link is in the description below. Don't wait around and miss another opportunity like Bitcoin. Those who act now will be the ones who win big. So if you're ready to take back control of your finances and start your journey to freedom, join Angry's Crypto Academy today. Let's make it happen.
Women want a man to fill her cup, even when his is empty. She refuses to refill his in return, then gets mad when he goes to get it filled somewhere else. But then she expects to get hers filled somewhere else after she has emptied him.
Oh, I tell myself I'd rather be alone than settle. And I'm a little worried the universe is like, okay, bet.
Yep.
We can make that happen for you. Deal. Enjoy raising kids alone.
Stop saying stuff like that.
Enjoy the rest of your life by yourself. Your idea.
Yep.
Simply put, if a man tells me that he hates women, I know that he's dangerous. If a woman tells me that she hates men, I know it's just because she's been emotionally done wrong.
Right.
So no, I don't care if a woman says, I hate men. In fact,
in fact, I encourage women to do this. So if men practice when men say something like that, it's misogyny. When women say this exact same thing, it's liberating. This is, guys, look at, and this is, women are showing you how they think and how they operate. There's no such thing as equality. Feminism was about special privileges for men, and feminism was about special privileges for women and special punishments for men. Okay, like I told you, there's no coming back. There's no relationship. It's over in Western society. There is nothing coming back. There's no, oh, we're going to make up and, by God, let by God. Guys, this is what's still going on. And of course, you're going to have women endlessly gaslighting men as they're going out there and searching for men to subsidize their living, believing that, men are, that men have to come back to the table. And it's crazy. And of course, they're only out there because they're struggling right now. They need a man to subsidize them. They're looking for the Plan C guy because right, like some women will settle for the Plan D guy. That's desperate. So the guy making, let's say, maybe $30,000 or $40,000 a year. That's the guy who won't get any action whatsoever. So they won't even lay in the same bed as this guy sometimes. All right, but basically they'll be there living with him. Maybe they'll sleep in his bed, but he won't get any action. All right, that's the Plan desperate guy. So they'll basically get into a relationship with that guy so they can get off the street, have a warm meal, stuff like that. Then they'll transition to and then they'll try to get them transition over to the plan. What do you call it? To the Plan C, or preferably Plan B guy. So the C guy is the come up guy. That's the guy that makes $75,000 to $100,000 a year. That guy, they're going to use that guy to come back up, get back on their feet. And, but preferably they want to get to the Plan B guy because that's the 666 guy that makes above those six figures. That's the millionaire, the guy who's at least 6 feet tall, can give her 6 inches, has a six pack, that, and makes above six figures. That's the guy that they want to use to build their life off. That's how they're thinking. That's the mental state of a modern woman. And they think that they're just going to keep on pulling off this thing. It's like the great heist, but they don't understand men are done with this. And they don't know, if a man wants a relationship with a woman, he's going to go overseas. He's not going to stay in Western society. He's going to go overseas, and he's going to find a woman overseas that is fit, feminine, friendly, and makes something else hard, not his life.
you should hate men.
Right.
Okay? But if a man hates women, it's usually because they're dangerous.
Okay, I have a genuine question for dudes.
What's that?
So, I was talking to my therapist about dating, which sucks, I think, for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to do it anymore. And so I told her I have the unrealistic expectation that somebody's just going to walk into my life and it will make sense. Like, not that my life will make sense, but, like, I'll like that type of thing. And I won't have to go through this dating mess because it's not for me.
So a fairy tale.
And she said in our day and age that men don't approach women, that we have made it too hard and uncomfortable for them, so they no longer approach women. Is that true? Like, I feel like I still get approached sometimes, but like, is it really just that we're forced to date online?
There is an inverse relationship with how you treat women and how they treat you. The better I have treated women, the worse they have treated me. When I didn't care about them and didn't think about them often, they were obsessed with me. And when I finally was interested and tried to set my game up, the better I was towards the worse I got treated. The moral of the story is, don't try. Women are never satisfied. They are not designed to be content. They are designed to be unhappy. No matter what you do, they'll always look for what you don't do.
I'll tell you why he's single. He's single because his ex never valued clear communication without the use of games or using his vulnerabilities against him.
You see, guys, he said something very important. Women are not designed to be happy. Women are designed to be unhappy. Women will always want more and something else. That's the only thing that a woman will ever want, more and something else, so they can continue getting their regular hits of dopamines. Men are done with the games, done with the nonsense, and that's why most men are now ignoring women and will continue to ignore women. If they want a woman, they will go overseas and find someone who is fit, feminine, and friendly. But they're not going to put up with the BS that they're going through in Western society, because it is absolutely not worth it. All right. And most men, of course, won't even go overseas. Most men will stay at home, play video games, play retro games at that, because modern games suck so much, and just live their best lives. Okay. Because over 30 million men are not working, and that number is only going to increase rapidly in the coming years. And I've said this as well, as women experience greater economic hardship in the coming years, men are going to grow wealthier and wealthier, because if a man is not out there grinding every single day, trying to make money so that he can find a woman to take care of and to have a woman to build a future with and have children, and he's not planning for that future, his money is his money. He doesn't have to, waste his money buying food for someone who does not appreciate him, or wasting his time and energy. No, he's going to be at home, resting, sleeping well, eating well, pooping well. It's going to be, it's a charmed life. Okay, he's saving his money, he's cooking his food, he's getting healthier, he's builds a little home gym, he's working out at home, he doesn't have all of that stress, no one is harassing him, and he's day trading, he's making his money from trading crypto. Guys, we have a great blueprint I'll teach you how to day trade crypto, make your regular income just trading crypto. Check that out in the description of the video. I mean, he's living his best life, and he realizes, why would I even want to get into a relationship with a woman? I can if I need intimacy, physical intimacy, I can just do it myself. Watch my favorite whatever, flick my wrist, and I'm done within a minute. Some of you guys can get it done in 20 to 30 seconds, and then you move on with the rest of your day, and all of your money is still in your wallet. All of your crypto is still in your wallet. It's not a game. Women said that we don't want you, we don't need you. So men have said, okay, cool, we're out, and don't even look for us, because we're not coming back. Let me know what you guys think about everything we discussed here, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men walking away. And cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.